By now, we're all accustomed to automated services like Google Now, Siri, and Cortana for voice commands and personalized recommendations, but now Hound is trying its hand. I'm Hayato Huseman with Pocketnow, and these are our first impressions of Hound. So Hound is a lot like Google Now or Siri, and it replaces Google Now on your Android phone. All you've got to do to launch it is just go ahead and press on the home button, swipe up where you would normally launch Google Now, and that'll open Hound right up. It's currently in beta, and you can only download it with an access code, or you can at least only sign up with an access code. But right now we've got it in our hands on my HTC One M8. And if you launch the app, you can see it just gives you a bunch of different examples of the different queries that you can ask it and get a different response. So you can see here it's got something like hotels, where it says, show me hotels in Seattle for this weekend that cost less than $300. Once it gives you that answer, you can actually get some sort of conversational responses back. So if you then add sort by lowest price and exclude anything below $150, it'll kind of intelligently use the last question that you asked it to kind of give it some context and change the response to fit that. So we're going to go through here, look at some of the examples. It's got tip calculator, currency converter, translation. One thing I like down here is actually the images, where it says, show me images of a giraffe kissing its mother. We'll go ahead and run that test real quick. Show me images of a giraffe kissing its mother.
Showing image search results for giraffe kissing its mother.
So you can see it's really quick to respond, and if I don't want to see this, I can then say, what about cats?
Showing image search results for cats.
Now here's where it gets kind of interesting, and you might have already seen this in the internal demo that Hound already released on YouTube, but we kind of wanted to just verify that these features were actually working in the existing beta that's available to the public. So if we ask it something like, what's the monthly payment on $1 million home?
What is the down payment?
$200,000.
Okay, using a down payment of $200,000, what is the mortgage period?
25 years, and the interest rate is 4%.
Okay, using a mortgage period of 25 years and an interest rate of 4%, your monthly mortgage payment is $4,222.69. Very
cool. So you can see it asks a lot of questions when you're giving it some sort of variable answers and questions. And basically this is what they already did on the internal demo, but I kind of changed some of the values in the questions and the answers, so that way we can give it a bit of a different and less controlled scenario there. So that's really cool that it still works in this demo that we've got running. So you can see it's a really powerful system on here. There are a couple things that can sort of catch it up a little bit. So you can ask it something like, say, who is the director for Django Unchained?
Showing search results for who is the director for Django Unchained.
So it doesn't really know how to handle some questions, and you can still get the answers in the search results. So it'll say down here, like right here, it says Quentin Tarantino, right here actually. So you can still get the answers through the search queries that it gives you back, but it's not quite the same. It doesn't actually give you a direct response. You just kind of have to sift through a typical Google search like you would just manually searching it yourself. So not quite the same, and it can be tripped up occasionally, but it does still have a lot of potential here, and it's a very, very powerful system, especially for being just a first beta. And also considering it's from Hound, it's not from some major search engine or anything like that. It's just coming from Hound, so that's a really, really interesting platform that I'm really looking forward to seeing more of what they can do here. So that's going to do it for the first impressions. We're going to have a little bit more coverage on this coming soon. In the meantime, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Visit us at Pocketnow.com. And this has been Hayato Huseman for Pocketnow. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.